Hey, what's up, y'all? It's October 24th, 2020, Saturday, a little bit before 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go ahead and tackle one of the issues that I'm having with the truck. I am having two issues with the truck. One of them is the injector O-rings. The other one is the transmission filter itself. We're going to go ahead and take care of the transmission filter since that's not a hard job. Go ahead and start on it right now. Let's get to it. Here we are underneath the truck. Unfortunately, one of the things that the E4D didn't come factory with is with the transmission pan drain plug. So we're gonna have to go about this a way that I've seen a handful of people do it already, and most people do it like this. And this is a way that it'll kind of keep the transmission fluid from spilling everywhere, and from the way that we're going to loosen the nuts is the front ones are going to be tight. Going back, you're going to start loosening them. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so this pan right here, it is a 20 bolt pan, but looks like it's a 19 bolt pan. I don't know where that one went. And one thing I've noticed is this one and this one are loose. I mean, I put the socket on and I turned it and I was able to turn it. So so the way we're gonna do it is basically, this is the rear of the pan. So all of these bolts are gonna be loosened up pretty good, and these gonna be kept a little bit snug so this side of the pan could droop down. And I'm gonna undo these right here a little bit more than the rest, so this corner could come down and the fluid could start dripping down from this corner, and it'll only be dripping down from this corner. So I don't want no big old mess. Alright, so here we are. It's dripping down. It is making kind of a mess. I'm trying to catch whatever I can. It's still dripping. Of course, it's gonna be dripping for a while. So these corner ones right here, I was thinking it was gonna come out of here, but it started coming out of over there, this corner first. So I went ahead and started loosening all these corner ones first, and then I started loosening these a little bit. These are the most loose. They're not really snug anymore. You could just twist them by hand, but so it could just come out of one corner. We're gonna leave it here for about 30 minutes so it could just keep dripping, and so I could drain most of the fluid out. All right, so I went ahead and drained out all the oil. Finished unbolting the pan and put the pan right here on this little messed up table I got. But this, I don't know, it doesn't look too good. So this is what I got. It's a magnet right here. This is a magnet. So look at all this sludge that I have built up on the magnet. This is clutch. This built up crap. This is clutch material. And not only that, I have, you can't really see it too good. You see one of the sticks right there, some metal shavings. Not a whole bunch, but just a real small bit of metal shavings. But all this is material from your clutch. So let's see where we go from here. All right, y'all, so after doing a little bit of research, well, it is kind of on the norm side for there to be some build up on the magnet. And so we're just gonna go ahead and roll with it. Next thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna start cleaning the gasket, because the gasket is reusable. So I'll be cleaning up the gasket with you can use brake cleaner on this thing, and I'll be cleaning up the pan itself with brake cleaner. We are sitting out here because we want to be in a good ventilated area so that it doesn't get you high. So here we go. So when I was in the middle of cleaning this the oil pan up, one thing that the metal, let me show you. So this is the magnet that had all the little junk on it. So one thing about this, after you clean this up pretty good, you have to remember, put that thing back on, because it needs it. So whenever I was cleaning this up, I was cleaning up the gasket, and the gasket, they said the gasket is reusable, but no, mine wasn't. So went ahead and just finished tearing it off because it was coming in pieces, and went ahead and put in this thing right here. And I bought the filter, all the fluid that I need, and the gasket itself. This is the gasket that I bought. It's actually like a rubber gasket. So this thing is definitely going to be reusable in the future. After doing some research on this transmission, I learned that it is good to change the transmission fluid every 30,000 miles. And I learned that on dieselstop.com. Whenever you look up the E4OD and the fluid capacity, because I need to know that. So here we are. I should have put it in the video, me putting the filter on, but all it is you take the filter off, and it has a small O-ring on the end of it. It just kind of pops out of place, and I replaced it with I don't know why, but some of them are 4-wheel drive and some of them are 2-wheel drive. I got the 4-wheel drive filter. I don't know what the difference is, honestly. So went ahead and put the 4-wheel drive filter on, and whatever, man, I don't know. Maybe somebody smarter than me, I know that one. Or so maybe in the comments somebody could answer me that question in the comments. Why is there a difference between the filters on an E4OD 4-wheel drive and an E4OD 2-wheel drive? So all I did was on the new one, I just lubed up the O-ring on the tip of the filter and stuck it back up there, and right now it's already sitting in there. So we're gonna go ahead and finish cleaning this the rest of the old gasket off this oil pan, put the new one on, and put this thing back on the truck. Alright, y'all, so one of the things that y'all really want to watch out for whenever you're cleaning a pan or anything that had a gasket on it, I use these, which is these small blades, but you really want to be careful not to scratch the pan. But I mean, the previous rebuilder on the transmission, in my opinion, did a horrible job. You could tell where they didn't clean it up. They even painted my transmission like a metallic silver, and instead of like, I mean, why paint it if you're not gonna clean up the dirt and grime from it? You're just gonna paint over it. Why even do that? So that tells you a lot about the previous person that rebuilt this transmission, and it was a shop right here in Houston. So that was kind of stupid. Also, no Loctite whatsoever was used on this. So every single bolt that was holding this pan on, I mean, minus one or two bolts, I had to get the crescent wrench and just give it like a small little twist, and they were loose. All the other ones, I didn't even have to use a crescent wrench, to be honest. So I think that's one of the big problems that I was having, is that it probably leaked. But I mean, I checked the fluids while it was in operating temperature a couple times, and it seemed like it was good. So hopefully with this new rubber gasket and putting Loctite on, it'll help it out. So just I'm being very careful with this, not to scrape up everything else, but I probably am going to use a little bit of gasket sealer on this thing. So here I am still cleaning. Alright, this is 1 week, exactly 1 week after I did the oil change in the transmission with the filter change. After putting everything together, I know I should have showed y'all how to take out the filter itself, but basically it just pops out and pops back in. It's no biggie whatsoever. So the truck seems like it shifts smoother, a little bit smoother, not a whole bunch, but it does shift smooth. I could tell the difference, but I'm still having an issue with the reverse whenever I run the transmission a little warm, meaning going 75 miles an hour to work for, it was like 45 minutes, putting the truck in reverse and wants to stall out and die. But if I give it a little gas, then it won't die. Or I just let off the brake some, it won't die out. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. This truck did need the filter change and the oil change and the transmission. So that was just something maintenance that was needed to be done after the transmission rebuild. So now I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out, and I have another issue that arose earlier this week with the pedal. And if you have one of these trucks, it's kind of never ending. So one of the issues that I still am gonna make a video of is I'm getting oil in the fuel bowl. And all that is just my O-ring. My injector O-rings need to be replaced. That's all it is. But that'll be for another video. But next video that we're about to tackle right now should be a little bit quicker. Seems like either the sensors on my gas pedal are bad, or I have a short somewhere. So I'm gonna have to trace that one down. That's gonna be in the next video. All right, y'all watch that one. See you soon.